We interrupt our programming to bring you the following special report.
The Ryan Report.
Whatever opinion they had ain't gonna change nothing I'm doing.
What was the story he told? Because I was there.
It's time for the Ryan Report.
It's like Jay-Z, all eyes on us.
On the People Station, V-103.
It is a Celebrity Ryan Report right here on the People Station, V-103. It was in the news yesterday.
I know, right?
You know, Power moving to Sunday as opposed to Saturday, the most watched show on Stars in history. Ever in history. Were you happy with the move to Sunday, man? Because I know on Saturday I was trying to figure out how I was going to make time to watch your damn show.
I know, and then you figured it out on Saturday, and then all of a sudden they threw Sunday at you.
Right.
I felt equally as confused when they told me Sunday, because you know what I thought? I said, please don't tell me the Stars is like, that this is a negative move.
Right.
As if,
Like it's going to go away?
Not go away, but whenever I was thinking in the frame of what a lot of fans probably were thinking, which is if we got so used to the power parties being on Saturday night,
right?
Then if we're moving it, what does that say about?
Happen, right.
And what I realized was I talked to the execs from Stars, Chris Albrecht and Carmen Zlotnick, and they were like, no, this is a power move. Pun intended. This is like the big boy league. Apparently, Wanda, this is where we watch Sopranos and other premium
on Sunday
shows of this nature.
Yes.
It was Sunday night.
Yeah.
So I felt you could get back in the club world. even though you had graduated around.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
World.
See, when I was a teenager, for y'all that don't know, I'm from the A. I'm from Decatur. Say it, Wanda, with me. Where's Greater? It's Greater.
Yeah, Decatur is Greater. Everything.
So when I was coming up, man, Ryan was doing these big parties on Memorial Drive before Memorial went to Memorial Drive.
Right.
And Ryan was like the man. He would be on stage and he was doing his thing and he was doing
at the
clubs.
atrium.
No, not atrium.
You funny.
But he was like doing his thing. Ryan was the man. I call him Rah-Rah because he would get the crowd rah-rah.
Oh, how about that?
And then, all of a sudden, life changed.
Right. You grow up.
You growed up.
There you go.
And then life changed. And so now I do these clubs sometimes, these little appearances or whatnot.
And we'll run into each other.
And we run into each other.
Yeah.
Ryan and I actually did one together.
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans.
Yeah.
Really? Y'all did a party together?
Yeah.
Party together.
Oh, nice.
But what's funny is, though, it was a day party.
It was a day party.
That's how you know when you like,
Was it all white day
Yeah, it was an
party?
all white day party. It was like,
to grow up past the
I gotta be out of here by
Was
like
it packed,
8.
though?
Oh, my, man.
It was crazy packed?
Yeah.
Oh, Wanda.
Keisha Walker, Insights Marketing, shout out to her,
yeah,
man.
Keisha Walker.
She shuts it down.
Keisha's dope. Keisha's dope.
So,
So you got your Saturday back now.
I got my Saturday back. Yeah. Thanks to you.
Thanks.
So when the show, you come back and now they're saying there's a season 4 and a season 5 guaranteed. I know you've been doing this a while, but that's gotta feel good, man. To be like, you know what? That's at least 20, 30 more episodes.
Yeah. 20, 30 more. 20, 30 more zeros maybe in the bank.
All right, okay.
Now just in terms of the job security that actors fight so hard to get, especially when they look like us.
That's right.
Especially when they're the gender of Wanda, but they are also black men looking like Ryan and I. It's never an easy thing to get sustenance within this business, to get consistent paychecks. And so I knew when I sat down, I've told Ryan this before, but when I sat down with Courtney Kemp, the show's creator, and then ultimately 2-hour conversation. I was in Atlanta when I talked to Curtis on the phone for like 2 hours, being 50 Cent Jackson, the EP. I knew we were on to something different. Did I know it would bring families together so much?
Right.
And that grandmamas would watch it with their 20-year-old grandsons, where I don't know who's covering each other's eyes, whether it's him covering grandma's eyes or vice versa. I knew those things would happen after talking to those two, because Courtney's Ivy League brain, having graduated from Brown University, meets Curtis's high level of intelligentsia, but School of Hard Knocks graduation.
Right.
The combination of the two, if they let Omari really get down with this guy Ghost and put in whatever colors I knew, having gone to Marist all the way 45 minutes away from the Decatur that I grew up in,
Right.
and then going back to Decatur every day, I knew that this guy would be filled at least with the colors that Omari had within him. And if they let me really run, we could really change stories. And we could also make it where organized criminality, because it's thought of as intelligent, we've seen it mostly from Italian-American mob world.
Right.
We finally are seeing it from black people being that smart.
And
organized crime at that level. And don't really look at just the crime. Look
Right.
at the fact that he's that bright.
Right.
Well,
he's in
this
it's funny.
love quarrel.
I sent you a screenshot of a T-shirt that I got made.
Yeah, you did.
And the T-shirt, for everybody who's listening, the T-shirt says, I'm more Ghost than Tommy.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
the show.
And so people who get it, who watch Power, they understand it because, Tommy be like, what? Man, let's go in there and just smoke everybody. Let's kill them all. And Ghost's like, no. I mean, even in day-to-day life, man, sometimes you have to kind of just like play your position and kind of let it all unfold.
We look at, Ryan makes a great point. We look at a president now that I would say all of us in here, including the young interns, Ryan, that you are giving shots to be what you could be one day. We all know that President Obama's not been labeled president or titled president enough.
Right.
They don't even give him his due
They just call him
diligence.
Obama.
It's horrible to me.
Right.
But in reality, we've watched that man from our perspective, from our vantage point, and for those that don't look like us who've equally rooted for him, we've all watched this man be very ghost-like in that way of like not necessarily being able to say and express himself in ways that you would want him to, or that you would think as a fellow African American man. He actually of African descendancy, but his mom being a Midwestern white woman. At the end of the day, he's had to, even in that realm as a president, calm himself and go, well, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it. And so to be able to play Ghost and to know that even the leader of our free world, quote unquote free world, we see that it's not so free. For him to be able to play as calm as he does, it's kind of nice to be able to play a character similar. I like Ghost most because he's quiet and forward thinking. Right. He's not backwards thinking, he's forward thinking. Now, the affairs of the heart have his ass going backwards.
Right.
And so it makes him look like that head is in the wrong direction. But the other head, the one that's on top of his shoulders, have him at least going forward. March.
Hey, that is your Raw Report. We got more with Omari Hardwick coming up, man. You got to log on to see it. All right, it's going down, man. It's the People Station. It's
Twitter
V-103.
is real.
Twitter is real. He's here.